Now, a Mancunian who cheated the benefits system has avoided going to jail in spite of fraudulently claiming almost £100,000. This is the case of 41-year-old Claire Finney, who faced up to 3 years in prison after making false claims for extra child tax credits, universal credit, housing benefit and income support, as well as falsely claiming she was a single parent. The man she claimed was her grandfather was in fact her long-term partner. Finney, who enjoyed 5-star holidays with the benefits, avoided prison because the judge in her case said that jailing her would be a punishment for her 4 children. The court ordered Finney to pay back the £97,028 worth of benefits at the rate of £11 a month. That means she would repay what she owes to the taxpayer in 686 years. Her actions were uncovered thanks to an anonymous tip-off. We're joined by Nick Buckley, charity founder who's worked with the homeless in Manchester, where this benefit fraud was carried out. Nick Buckley, thanks for your time, appreciate it. What do you make of this? It always feels wrong to me on one level to stick the boot in whose lives are not filled with promise.
I've done a lot of work over a decade ago with the Benefits Fraud Office in Manchester, so I do understand this topic. This is a question governments don't want to ask. Governments don't want to know how much fraud is out there, because when they get the answer, they have to act, and they don't want to act because of the result today. So the result today is someone stole £100,000, not going to jail, good excuse, I've got kids. The public go absolutely crazy over these results and then look at government. It's something that nobody wants to tackle.
I would absolutely agree with quite a lot of what you said there, Nick, and in particular this idea that this is just never a story you see on mainstream media, TV, radio, but actually if you talk to people in working class communities, it drives them bananas.
It does. I'm a big supporter of the benefit system. Of course, we need a safety net in this country. I also think the level we give benefits out is about right. But our system is just so wrong. It doesn't work. It's not fit for purpose. This lady was claiming all these benefits because she claimed to be a single mum. Why do we have a system that penalises mothers with children if they have the father or have a long-term partner living with them? Because we know children will do better with a father living in the house. But if that mum makes that choice, we penalise her financially. So of course she's going to lie. So some of the flaws of the system turn people into criminals. And then the people who obey the rules and know that I need now to sign off benefits because my circumstances have changed, they see their neighbours get away with it, and they see their family and friends. I could give you dozens and dozens of examples of people I've met and I know over decades who have done exactly the same thing, who have created such lies and stories to keep on claiming benefits that weren't entitled to. And their friends and their neighbours, when they see it and they know about it, are absolutely livid about it because they're playing by the rules.
Well, and they can shop them, Nick, can't they? I'm not sure how I feel about that. Neighbours denouncing neighbours to the authorities, anonymous tip-offs, which is how this woman was rumbled. But people now have that option.
Everybody is caught through anonymous tip-offs. That's how 99.9% of people are caught. The benefits fraud team I worked with only investigated reports that came through by the phone. And most of the reports they got, they wouldn't investigate. So if you're going to tip somebody off, you've got to have done all the donkey work yourself and have all the information ready to pass over. So lots of people know this, and lots of people who play the system and are fraudulent in the system will keep their mouths shut, and they don't tell family, they don't tell friends, they don't tell neighbours, because they know and they've heard stories that you only have to fall out your neighbour once over a loud party and you can be dobbed in. So the people who are doing this don't tell anybody.
We stigmatise, and rightly, people who evade paying taxes, rich folk, bankers, all the rest of it. Do you think we're uncomfortable about stigmatising poorer folk who, in this instance, have cheated taxpayers, but all the other worthy causes that could have done quite a lot with £100,000? Do you think we're reluctant to stigmatise them because they're poor?
We are, because it comes down to victim culture. You know, we're not penalising a multimillionaire banker for tax evasion, which we do and we should do. and they get criticised. But when we're looking at a single mum on benefits and the violin comes out and it's like, oh, we feel sorry for her. She must have had a bad life and we're going to penalise her and penalise her kids. Oh, you know, what sort of people are we? It's only 70 grand. It's only 50 quid. And it pulls on our heartstrings. And then since the Second World War, we've become such a soft, pink and fluffy nation. And our benefit system contributes to this. And our benefit system is basically handouts. And our benefit system needs to be hand-ups. We give too many handouts and we never help people get out of poverty and improve their lives because it's easier to pay them to be quiet, sit there and suffer. We'll just give you money every week.
Nick Buckley, as ever, talking a lot of sense. Really appreciate your time. Thanks a lot.